Hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming. Today we're going to play some more Infinitodes. Looks like I spun this little module tree here. So a couple things I wanted to cover today. Number one, you can play this in different modes. I think I covered this in one of the very early videos. But if you're having a particular problem with a level somewhere, you can play on easy. No leaderboards, enemy waves start on demand, regular research tree, weaker enemies, and no special loot. But I believe you can get the gold stars from this. So on some of these levels, you can maybe do the easy mode and get through it and get the stars, and then come back for, getting better prizes or whatnot later. I think you can do that. Normal, which is what I've been playing the entire time on normal. Leaderboards are time limited. Enemy waves start on a timer for endless research tree, and harder enemies, 150% prizes for each game. Now, what I want to do is kind of switch to endless and take a look on the research tree. I believe when you do that, you'll see that there's extra things that you can invest in. Looks like you have to invest quite heavily. Looks like max abilities, energy, and abilities, energy generation time. So it looks like you can affect your energy generation quite a bit. I'm seeing some extra bits here too. There's quite a bit of stuff. So we've got this endless mode difficulty, so you can increase the difficulty. Bit dust drop rate. Wow, there's quite a bit of stuff. And then you can go, max 50, check that out. Interesting. I don't even think I bothered to take a look at these things. I'm not going to look at all of them here, but it is interesting to see how the tree changes. And I think you can switch back to normal without having any issues. Yeah. If you go back to normal, when you go to research, you see all these little things that you've got added on, or kind of just have that infinity mode there. I'm curious what this infinite on each of the towers is. Let's switch back for a second. Back to research. So this was the little thing that tagged on at the end. Starting power of towers. Starting power of towers basic +2. So you can actually have more powerful towers right at the start. Interesting. But looks like you need this bits of dust before this is super useful. Well, okay. Bit dust drop rate 20%, just in case you need it. Interesting. That was kind of cool to take a look at. Other things I wanted to show was, at this point, I've got stage 0 all completed, and everything's gold boxed. So that means all the quests are done in them. Stage 1 is in the same situation. Everything is gold box, all the quests done. Stage 2, similar situation. And then stage 3, I've got a couple of them done. So I'm trying to work my way through to figure out when to do the reset. I'm not quite sure when to press this reset button. Right now, if I press it, I'm only getting 327 of these prestige tickets. I think I'm going to be very, very tempted at this 75% mark. It resets all the quests, but I'm wondering if you really want to get much closer to the 100%, so that way you get the benefit of all of those quests the first time through. There's a lot of different angles to this game, so it's hard to make some of the decisions. You kind of sitting on a fence. I was thinking, I'm going to press it as soon as it gets to 50%. And then when I go back to my research tree, I can then open up these things down here. So you see this one would open up once I get the prestige quest reset. And then I would have to spend 80 to get this benefit here, which is quest difficulty, quest prizes. So the prizes would be really much better the second time around. However, I couldn't get this because I would need 400 tickets to get this one. So that kind of stinks. But I could go down here and get this one, which is loot rarity, which is very good. But I need to sell a map for 50 plus tickets. I already created a map, so I think it might be worth 50. I don't know how much stuff you have to put on the map to make it worth 50, but I could probably make that happen. And then I could also get the green paper bonus. That would be 100, 280, and then I would have less than 100 left, which would I would be able to open up these 3 where I'm at right now. So I got a little less enthused about pressing that button. So basically, I'm just going to leave things as they are right now. We did get one more gold star. Getting this enemy speed slow would be really nice, especially for that butterfly level to go back. Just do another -2% on the movement might be pretty good on that one. But we did get, I just ran this, so I'm gonna try this one here. I don't remember much about this one either, but let's take a look at it. Let's see, we've got interesting. Well, it looks like a straight line, but we've got some roadway back here. I'm not really sure what this roadway is all about. So it looks like it's just a straight line, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we can shape this where we let them walk across platforms or something within this core. But I don't know why they would go this way. Huh. We'll have to see what it's like. So this is 6.4. We have the first stars at 70, so it's quite deep into the run, 85 and 95. So 3 stars are available. Pretty good resources. Enemies are basic, strong, venom, icy on the ground, fighters, and a boss. So there is a boss on this level. The boss is tied to interesting. So the boss isn't tied to a particular star event, so I'm not sure when the boss is going to show up. Let's look at the waves. The waves doesn't say either. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out when we find out then. Let's go to hit continue and dive into this one and see what we have to offer. All right, it looks like just a straight shot. Let's click on first the base. The base is normal, no base effects. Oh man, this is a lot. Interesting. Why would the Tesla be the big thing here? Huh. So Tesla damage. Let's just go down this one and see. Tesla charging speed, nanoparticles, Gauss, damage, max experience level plus 100. Holy smokes. I don't remember this at all. Resource consumption, that's really nice. Experience modifier, burned XP, damage self improvement, bonus double time. Okay. But see here, usually a Gauss you kind of want it in this zone here, so I'm not sure how that would play out, but I don't know. We've got a green here. We could put a Gauss somewhere in the middle. I'm also not sure about these. Like, why would this even be here? I guess maybe just for decoration. Not sure. Because right? It's not going to get through my base and into this teleporter, right? Huh. Maybe it's just for looks. I'm not sure. If we put like a Gauss here and was shooting across here when they came out, that might be pretty cool. So there are lots of platforms to put a Gauss. We got defeat waves, coin gain during the game, and score gathered during one game. Let's look at the Crusher. So the Crusher looks like we've got quite a bit of stuff there too. Experience. Let's see, projectile speed. Huh. Bonus experience, careful processing. Capacity, so we can add to the capacity that it can maintain. Chance of on max upgrade level. Interesting. Damage, crusher, range, heavy vice, duration, and max experience level. So that's interesting that we get the two of those towers like that. I figure there's got to be somewhere in here where something changes where this is useful, but I could be wrong. So let's see. We start off with 355. A crusher costs 179. I mean, I could hook a crusher up to this green resource. We could use this green resource to power up the experience points. So let's try and do something like that. I'm not really sure what to do here. let's look to take advantage of this. Just electrify a bunch of, well, hold on. So electrification is going to be good against most of this stuff, but it's not going to be any good against the fighters. The fighters are, let's check the damage type here. Fighters, AC, Venom, Strong, and Basic. So we can at least damage everything with the Crusher. That's good. Maybe I will do that. I'm just going to put this, and I'm going to also put maybe here. I mean, look to hit up an XP. I could, well, that's range, but I would have to just give that up to snag these two. If I was going to put an XP here. You'll see what I'm saying here in a minute. I'm going to start this XP grind here. I'm going to put 2 different towers here. So I'm going to start with a multi-shot there as well. Let's see how this goes. So first thing I'm going to do is look to put some mining resources in here, or the miner in here, to gather up some resources. And then the next thing I'm going to do is look to put an XP module here. So it'll, every time we mine, it's going to give some of those resources to spread experience points over to these towers. So we've got the Crusher here, and then what do I want here? So we've got those two. Wouldn't mind looking at some. Could I get the whole map now? Maybe. I don't know. Let's go ahead and throw that there for now, and let's go ahead and just slow some things down. They don't have to go very far to do a bunch of damage to us, so... And this map is going to throw some tricks at us, I would imagine, so a little concerned about that. Okay, we didn't have to use that. I just wanted to make sure... So, hold on. So, I'm going to slow this all the way down. I haven't read this. So, shared damage can hold 3 enemies at once. I kind of like that. I'm going to get the increased capacity so it can just munch a bunch of stuff and see how that works. Let's do a little bit of upgrading here. I need to figure out what I want here. I think I want another... oh, hold on. So we do have armoreds or no? So no armoreds. So not so sure that this is going to... The 2 things it's really good at is not very good. I kind of want a flamer here if I can. Maybe a flamer with extra damage would be nice, but don't think so. Let's go and throw a flamer here and see if we can flame these guys and then have this tower here kind of take these guys out. Yes. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and throw another one of these guys out and see if we can get some experience rolling there. Hopefully this is going to be enough to kind of sustain us a little bit. Let's pump one into that. Let's keep going again. So here we do have quite a bit of mining resources, so I'm a little concerned about this. Should I be using them more effectively? So let's do damage here. Projectile speed, range. So the range also, you'll see the range on the Crusher is really, really small. But it's XP. I want to get down to this capacity count here. Damage on the Gauss. I don't have a Gauss yet, but let's maybe set one up. Just have it shoot at stuff. See if it hits here. Charged up. Okay, it did shoot. That's good. Maybe you just make this kind of a gallery, like a shooting gallery. Oh, go, go, go. Well, go ahead and put another Crusher in. And the Crushers get exponentially more expensive. So that is one thing I'm remembering now about the Crushers. Is you see the first Crusher costs like 175, the next one costs 378. So it did, bonus XP. I'm going to try and get... Oh, it can go all the way to level 100 once we get up there. So I am going to take bonus XP and see how that goes. I'll pump the levels on these a bit. And see if we can stick a little bit with what we've got going on here. Let's get some freezings going. Okay, now get another miner there. Capacity. Cold evaporation. And I think, I'm not sure, I think the cold evaporation might actually work within that. Let's do the careful processing and the capacity so we can take in a few more. Now the blue icy circles, they're not affected by the cold, the freezing towers, and they just kind of go through at speed. So as things get more difficult, bonus experience times 2.02. Okay. As things get more difficult, there's going to be problems there. Chance on max upgrade level. Not really sure what this means. Disorientation crusher. Has 6.8% chance to force an enemy to walk towards a random portal, dealing damage to the enemies on the way. Upgrades with the tower unlock at level 10. So maybe that's what this is. It'll portal them down here and they're just kind of stuck. Huh. I'm not sure. I wonder if we put one here and then increase its range enough, but I don't know. It's very interesting dynamic we got going there. All right, I'm going to look to put another Gauss maybe here. So let's throw one here. I'm talking a lot, not building a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a Gauss maybe here and just keep it pointing up. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and throw level up on each of these. Just get them leveled up. They're getting the most experience points from this. I'm going to go ahead and throw some levels in there too and see if we can really pump the experience points there. In addition to that, this would be the one place I could put a Gauss unless I moved the freeze. I'm going to go ahead and throw one of the multis there. I'm going to remove this freeze and move the freeze over one more to here. I might not even need to have that, but let's do this. Let's go ahead and this one's going to be a little faster to do experience points. So I'm going to throw that there and start pumping experience points into these guys. Again, not sure that this is the way to go about things, but it's what we're going to do for now. Let's get the resource consumption and charging speed taken care of. This one is I don't have yet. Well, we do have Gauss cannon, so let's start working our way down here. Experience point multiplier, XP self-improvement Gauss. Let's do the charging speed. Which one reduced the resources? This one. No. Ultimate Gauss. Here. Oh, yeah. So that's 1,000 resource consumption. Bonus experience. Huh. XP max by plus 100. So let's start working down that way and see if we can get the crushers kind of going crazy. Now the crushers are tough because you can only put so many of them in, I believe. I think you're limited to maybe a certain number of them. I don't recall what the limits are. But you see, look at these towers here. You see how they're all, pretty high experience point wise. Let's get that pumped up a little bit. I'm going to put another flamer over here so we can just flame the heck out of everything. And then this one here. Oh, it's already at its ultimate. Hold on, let's read these ultimates because I'm not sure what they are. So disoriented enemies give 5.4 coins for each tile they were able to walk, max 350 15% of enemies' coin value. So I think the disoriented enemies can walk backwards and you earn money while they're doing that. And then powerful. For this one, I'm going to take disoriented since it's farther or it's closer to the start here. And disoriented you get for free at level 10. Yeah, to walk towards a random portal. I think some of them will walk backwards. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's take a look at what we're doing here. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade again. Upgrade this one. I'm going to upgrade all the crushers and kind of get those. Well, ooh, yeah, these guys. Those are going to be pretty challenging. So I think the ices take 25 and then this is 100 from them. What else is really good? I'm going to slow it down just a second. What else is really good for the ICs? IC. Oh, the flamers are really good, which we're already invested in. Oh, a missile launcher. Yeah, let's throw a missile launcher down here. I'm going to put one here. Okay. Get some missiles going. I don't know if that's really the play or not, but that's what I'm going to do. Just get some going here. And then we've got this one we need to do an upgrade on. Took it there. Let's take a look at here real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get down here as fast as I can so this one can start progressing on the experience levels. And we'll see how this goes. I start working on this freeze tower a bit. Now this is a projectile. I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of the multi-shots there since it's got a projectile bonus. And we might be able to get rid of these other freeze towers, I'm thinking. Just have the one. We got our first star, which is good. I don't feel particularly hugely stressed about things at this second in time. I'm going to go ahead and throw another Tesla out here. These all the level 4. Level 4 is just kind of a comfort zone for me. I don't know if that's, level 4 on different towers and then level 6 on the freezings. But this freezing, I really want to pump up a little bit more. Just because I want it to be able to be my only freeze tower. It looks like with this range bonus, it can be. These are really going well here. You can see the XP from this mine and the XP mod. They're really pumping these levels up quite a bit. All right, let's get this one with the monitoring system. What's our highest level one? Is this one? I'm going to pump one into that. Let's get them slowed down even more. Hopefully we'll get this freeze tower covered to the point where, we can get most of the XP going to it instead of these. Actually, I might go ahead and destroy this one. And the reason being is I want this tower to start earning most of the experience points. I'm going to keep this one for now because nothing's really dying there. I want that earning most of the experience points and then hopefully get it to level 20 faster. Things are going to come out of the chute a little faster though, so I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to that. I'm going to pause here for just a second. I am back. Okay, so go ahead and let me do this here. Apologies, I need to break again. Apologies again. Sorry about that. My daughter's school called and I can't avoid those calls, that's for sure. She's okay. Everything's fine. All right, let's get back to this and see. It is interesting that the snowballs are going down here. And the lightning's going down here. Oh, how are they getting there? That's interesting. All right, I'm going to slow down a second and take stock of where things are. Let's get some upgrades here. So every 40 attacks, a ball of lightning comes out. I do like this one versus the powerful. This isn't sitting, it has range, so powerful's good all the way through. It would add 26.5. Probably could have done a little bit more effectiveness as far as getting some upgrades, some like a damage upgrade here or something. I might try and do something like that. If I put a damage upgrade here, it doesn't have the negative, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, wait, it would on this, but I don't think it actually does anything, right? So let's check 45.3. I'm just going to sell it to see if it actually does anything. 45.3. It only affects damage, so hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one first. We'll look to put some, maybe a damage modifier here and figure out what we want over here. Ooh, this might be a nice spot. Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to put a Gauss over here too. Let's see here. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and napalm that one. And then how much is our next crusher? I think that's the one I should probably look at. All right, so we have our 2 stars. We need one more star. I think we get that at the end of 95. So I think we're doing okay for that. So how much is the next crusher? Next crusher is 1217. I think maybe this is more of a crusher, run than some, than some other type of run here. But we do have 2 Gauss cannons. They're kind of not doing a ton here, but let's work our way through this. Got some missiles. This could be another Gauss cannon too, but it's eating this Infire. Now this one, we got one level 20. This one's almost level 20. Let's go down here. Can we get to this yet? Oh, we can. Check that out. Yeah. Now, this is not good. Can I kill these off with just the... Yeah. All right. That was the first kind of challenge here. These fighters are definitely going to be potentially problematic. Now, this is a good range here. Maybe let's go with the laser. I don't have any laser action here yet. So let's just do nearby and see how that goes. There's my mouse here. I'm going to take the disoriented again and see if that's going to work for us. And then here, or if I do another one of these, try and munch up some of these things that get down farther. If I had 2 across from each other, it might actually work pretty well. I'm going to take the bonus XP. Now this one I'm probably going to have to freeze because, oh yeah, I don't get to freeze all of them. That's right. Okay, I got to blow those guys up. Lesson learned there. Let's look to set up another muncher like right there. All right, so 1217, we've got that. Now they can go, oh, see, he's already level 39. How cool is that? So what's his damage compared? 4,578. All right, we're going to put in as many of these munching crushers as we can. Let's get this up to level 4. And hopefully we'll be able to snag these things as they come down. Oh, that's really good. Then they come out. The next one, snag it. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on. So 1823 is our next one. What can I do here? I'm going to go ahead and just take that too, because we did take that disorientation. So bonus XP. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Now let's start working down the Gauss. So the Gauss is, where's the nanoparticles, damage. max level. So let's go ahead and do that too. Not that I'm anywhere close to doing the max level thing with them. Let's go ahead and snag that too. We have our third star, so I'm good with that. Now, this was the one that was helping us with the ices, but I don't think the icy is gonna. I don't think 2 missile launchers are gonna help a ton with that, but it could. Let's go ahead and just invest in these. So we put powerful into that. This one's throwing snowballs at level 2, but I'm not sure that it's super effective. But this one has a little spot there where that's not covered, but I think that's okay. Go ahead and destroy that. I'm going to see if I can put in. What do I want here? Maybe I want a Gauss here because it's got 2 resources it could pull from. If I'm going for this coins in one game, let's do that. Let's rotate it. Let's rotate it kind of down to here. Just have it be kind of a break point there. Try and help us out a little bit in the mid. Now you see the disoriented enemies coming back down towards the beginning portal and destroying itself. So we're earning coins as that's happening. So that's kind of cool. This is the mobs I'm most afraid of here. Oh gosh, I pushed the wrong button. Let's blow them up. Okay, good grief. That didn't go well. Sorry about that. Okay, need to slow things down a little bit while I'm doing this stuff here. Yeah, the ices are definitely going to be the most challenging. Hopefully we can get this a little bit better. Let's do that. Let's do this here. So let's look at. Let's go ahead and just grab these. I do want to keep investing in this because the experience points are going pretty well. I mean, this one's only level 5, but experience point wise, so 555. That one's level 44. I'm starting to wonder if I should be just cranking this guy up all the way. Let's try that. Let's get one of these crushers super high level and see if it can really just dominate. I have one of these crushers hooked up for XP here too. But I think I'm about to unhook it once this gets to 20. I think I'm done with that one. Speed it up a little bit. I'm going to push for a few of these. It is pointing correctly. Yep. So resources, it's going to take less resources. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these a few times. I'm going to see if we can try and kill these. Okay, so we took a couple points of damage there. I wonder if I can flame a little better down here and make these break up a little easier. Some lightning and stuff coming down there. I see the crushers working, but I'm not going to take too much damage there, so I'm going to let that go through. So took one more. Now these ices I need to be prepared for because they're the ones that are going to cause lots of the damage. Maybe I have enough crusher stuff going on to stop them this time. Yeah. So I don't see him getting spit back out. We've got one more going there, and the crusher got it. Okay. I need another crusher out here. So let's look to do that next. So bonus XP. I need 1823 for another crusher, but let's see if I need to use a fireball on this. This is why in endless as well. In endless, you've got not really looking to. I'm just looking to do damage, not necessarily kill them. So that's okay. Let's just do more damage. I'm going to pump that up. Okay. So here we go. We've got a crusher here. Let's put another crusher in. 1, 2, 3. Get that up to level 4. Let's take a look here. So we have all this is done. Let's go here. Next. One more upgrade here and get it to level 4 at least. And start some munching. Okay, this is done here. So let's get out of that. Now, here, I'm going to put one here for the moment and look to put our towers here. So here, I think I want another crusher, but I also want just something doing some more damage to the mobs. Yeah. If I can get that flamer up in level, that would help too. Here comes the fighters again. And oh yeah, when things are inside these crushers, your other towers can do damage to the things that are in there. So you'll see these towers actively like shooting at your crushers. So I'm gonna use a fireball there. That's a bit too much damage. Oh, it didn't even do enough damage to kill all of them. Okay, I want this crusher to get XP. Let's get to level 5 like the other ones, and then yeah, you'll see that your mobs see like there's no enemies, but they're all firing at this crusher because they are doing damage when the crushers have those inside. I'm gonna go ahead and put some poison down. Hopefully kill them. Okay, that was good. It's sending one of them back and it was delayed, but then it started going forward again. Gross. There's not much I can do there. We got a level 50 tower. Again, oh, I don't want to use that actually. Let's freeze it. These guys don't freeze. Oh well, I got most of them. I think I took one more point of damage. Hopefully the crushers will be able to do that. It's 25-29 to put another crusher down. I think I need another crusher, so that's what we're going to have to save up for, unfortunately. It's very expensive at this point. I do want to increase capacity. Yeah. You can just see all the towers start working towards the crusher that has all the stuff in it. So that's kind of cool. I do like that. Then this is really one of the more challenging ones. I'm going to see. I'm going to let the crushers do some work because they need experience points too. But I might want to get ready with some poison somewhere around here if they pop back out. Yeah, I really don't want to use that. So we're doing pretty good on the waves. I mean, 105. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out, and then slowing it down doesn't work. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. I'm not going to nuke. Achieved Art of Persuasion. So I think that has something to do with the get this crusher out. Something to do with like that disorientation. You kind of charm the mobs to go backwards. So we got an achievement there, which is nice. So not terrible. It's really helping with these fighters quite a bit. Wonder if I should put another flamer in here to try and get a flamer shooting at these. Because really these other towers, they do some damage to the fighters, but they don't really do a lot. The flamers get 150% extra damage against the fighters. So while it's making them move faster, it is doing a lot of damage to them. Let's go and do that. And oh man, let's slow it down. Let's see if that's going to be enough to get rid of most of these. This one's going to get in. You're going to take damage at some point in time, so I guess no time like the present. Pump these missile towers up a little bit more. All right. So we do have another flamer here. Let's do the ultimate on this one. All right, this is level 9. Level 2. Experience point wise. Let's see, we got this one. Do that and then look to upgrade here. Got that going on. Let's see how this one works out. Do we have enough crushers now to delete most of these ices? It appears so. They're probably got to actually get them twice. We get the bonus XP again. So we got a few that are getting out. But a few that have come out are now getting disoriented at least, so that's good. A little more manageable as they're gobbling things up here. We're going to take some damage. I think we're going to let that through. Now the next crusher we have is going to be like 3325. That's quite a lot. I know we let some damage through, but I think it's just got to be. I'm going to go ahead and put another flamer down. Hopefully the flamers can do enough damage while they're in the crushers to really help quite a bit. My only problem with that is I don't have a lot of experience points on it. I don't think that's going to do us much good to put another shooter down. I'm going to do can't hold 4 enemies. All right. So here, that's not, oh wait, ICs is 2,500, 150. I'm going to go ahead, that one doesn't affect the ICs at all. Let's do the missile launchers around. I'm going to go ahead and use a nuke to get rid of these. I'm going to probably have to invest in these Tesla towers too. Yeah, I might put another Tesla tower down. That's one thing. We haven't seen the Strongs come through recently. Now it's throwing Strongs at us, and the Strongs are starting to get through. So that's something to worry about. But it is what it is. Lots of enemies kind of working their way through the pathing here. You can see that one charging up. Yeah, this XP is good. This one's level 20, so I'm going to invest more in this one. Only experience point modules is at the beginning and the end here, so I was looking to see if I can get rid of any of those yet. Doesn't look like I can. Now this one's going to be challenging. I might have to use another nuke here to continue further, because they're just not going to be able to get everything, and then all of a sudden those little ones are going to be everywhere. So let's see if I can flame most of those. Yeah, good. Okay, I had to use a lot of ability points to make that happen, but I think I had to do that. Now this one I've been sitting empty for a while. I'm just going to throw a Tesla in it and see if it can help me beat back some of these larger waves of the mobs I really haven't been too worried about yet. I know it's only level 1, but I'm going to start working these up a little bit. Okay, crushers. Which one's my next? This one here is my next most experience. I'm going to give that a level. And the next one is here. I wouldn't mind getting another crusher as well. I could put a crusher together here and give it some XP from this node here. 819, yikes. Huh. I have one more open node, but I think I want to save up. I got a crusher like right at the end. It might actually be pretty good, but I need to save up 3,325. I don't know if I'll be able to make that or not. But I am doing okay on this level. Let's see, that's crusher experience. I've already done level 1. And then this resource consumption. Not really using the Gausses all that much. These guys are going to get through, unfortunately. We're just going to have to let some of these go through because these smaller waves, I'm not going to be able to use my abilities on them. I'll go ahead and throw an upgrade on that one and see. I think we're going to have to. Let's use a nuke and just blow everything up. So we're at 22. Didn't really want to do that, but need one more crusher, I think, out here to be more effective. 3325. We're 1300 away. We're doing really good on this first run. All 3 stars. This is a unique level for sure. Let's throw. I need 3 points to get this last one. So max cost experience plus 100. We're not even near getting the Gosses anywhere near that. So not too concerned about that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one to. I'll just napalm. We'll keep heat on everything, I guess. This one here, shared damage. I'm not even sure what that is. Maybe I'm just going to take that this time on one of them and see. I think what it is it'll do the same damage to everything that's in it, but it doesn't get the extra experience points. So that one's going to fall behind experience point wise. But we do have a crusher at level 61 here, which is kind of cool. We're at 33. Oh, we can get the next crusher. Okay, good. All right, so we got this guy. I would like to get it up to experience level 4 so it can hold some additional enemies as well. Yeah. But just being able to kind of slurp those last ones up is going to help quite a bit. I mean, I took a point of damage there, but it's going to help quite a bit if I can keep that going. All right, let's go and do that, and then let's look to get this activated. I'm going to go ahead and unhook this one. Just get some money back. We'll have to look at what to put in there. It's probably going to be another Tesla because these guys keep getting through. Let's go ahead and do a little freeze. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're going to start taking more and more damage here. These strongs are really tough at this point. So we only have 342. I don't think we're going to get to the point we're going to take advantage of this. Just too much coming at us here. I could freeze again. Yep, I'm going to have to. Yeah, we're just going to die. The crushers I don't think the crushers do enough. Yeah, they do 50% against the strongs. So that's really what it is. I think if I was going to run that again, obviously you got to pay attention to the fighters, and there's a lot of pressure there early on. But at some point in time, you need to have some of your Teslas hooked up in like level 10 and just trying to get further along with the damage curve. But I did like the crushers versus the Gauss. I still not too sold on the Gauss. But maybe I just need to pump a lot into them and make that happen a little better. We got a lot of rewards, so this is really good. We got some spin the wheels. We got wave milestones. I don't think if there was a trophy on this one, trophy module, we would have gotten that, I think, but I don't think there is one. But that was a really good first run for that one. Much better than the butterfly on the previous level. So let's open a couple of these up, see what we get. Not too bad. We need those purple resources too, so I don't mind seeing those. That one was a bar. Come on, research. There we go. That's the prize right there. That one is very difficult to find. And then getting 4 of the teal rewards, and that is really good. 2-3 is really good. That was one of the best chests I've opened, I think. So that's quite good. All right, well, let's take a look here. Yep, 3 stars. We still got 1 star here. Now we can unlock 6.5. We need 10,000 tensor, which we have. All right. Wow, this one looks crazy. I don't think I ever even ran this one. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't even think I've run this one. I think I kind of stopped. I think the game may have changed a little bit where you didn't have to get all 3 stars on this one to progress to the next one or something. So I didn't even remember running this one. I don't remember having like super crushers and super goss available to me. So this is about where I was at last time. I remember running this Rumble map, at least in the dailies, and I'm not sure that I did the dev one, but pretty cool, very very fun. We'll try out 6.5 next. I'm pretty sure I've never run this map, but maybe it'll come back to me. I know I ran this butterfly before, but I don't think I ever got to 6.5. Hopefully get 6.5, get 3 stars, and get on to 6.6, see what that's all about. Then we'll start pushing into Rumble and Dev and see about this endless mode stuff as I work through more of these quests as we go along. But I hope everyone's enjoying this. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Again, I apologize for having to, take a call mid-video. I try not to pause. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Hope everyone's having a great one. Take care, everybody.